lived around this area for a very long time. My husband and I were living in Balaclava at the time, which is just around the corner, with the furry hats. Thanks. And the beards and the hats. And my 3-year-old had taken to calling them the wizards every time we stepped outside the front door. Look, Mum, the wizards are coming. So we thought it might be best to get out of there before our house got egged or bagelled. So we decided to buy a house, and we had a little bit of a deposit saved. So we started looking around this area, and then we realised we were short about 2 or 3 million. So realised we probably have to move a little bit further down the Nepean Highway, like 40 minutes down the Nepean Highway, to a place called Seaford. You know Seaford. For those of you who don't know Seaford, I'll tell you a bit about it. Seaford is the new home of the St Kilda Football Club. But our daughters are only 3 and 7, so we didn't let that put us off. They'll be safe for a few more years. Seaford has some beautiful beaches. And Seaford, fashion-wise, tracky dacks and socks and sandals are in. Personal hygiene and a full set of teeth are out. So, yeah. Seaford's a little bit of a culture shock for me, and I admit I have a bad case of suburban snobbiness going on, which is ironic considering that I grew up in Altona North, which is the mecca of all bogan suburbs. Look, don't get me wrong, we have some lovely sights down in Altona, the refineries, for one. You know, on a moonlit night, the flames of fuel burning can be seen dancing across the Altona skyline, and many a horny bogan teenage couple have been so taken with that mood that they've just rooted their brains out of the back of the panel van, the charcoal chicken car park across the road. Memories. So look, it is nice to be back in an area where the outdoor furniture that you see on front lawns and porches is actually outdoor furniture. There seem to be a lot of 3-seat brown velour couches on front lawns in my street, and look, I can understand that, you know, it's very refreshing to drink your VB long neck on the front lawn. You know, why wouldn't you want to do that? And no, the thing that I like about Seaford is that the people there aren't pretentious, okay? They don't care about appearances, you know? Even the schools don't go in for all that making a good impression crap. There's a primary school near our fence of the school. There's a sign, and it's got, you know, a picture of some kids, and they're, you know, laughing and hanging out around a tree, and there's some cheesy slogan like, "Our school's so much fun, we hang out in trees, you should come here." There's been graffiti all over that sign ever since we moved in a year ago. And then in July last year, someone just stuck a sanitary pad right over one of the faces of one of the kids. That pad was there for 6 months. Yeah. No one could be asked, just peeling it off, apparently. And the most intriguing part about that is that this sign was right next to the staff car park gate. So I'm thinking every day those teachers are just walking past that sign, just going, "Joe, do you think we should peel that off?" Nah, fuck it. I've got a VB long neck and a brown velour couch waiting for me on the front lawn. See you tomorrow, Joe. Anyway, I think that the principal should be able to dispose of her pads however the hell she pleases, quite frankly. We've actually just enrolled our daughter in a school, not that one, surprisingly. It's a religious school, which is a little bit weird because my husband and I are pretty much atheists. When I say pretty much, we're raving fundamentalist, hardcore atheists, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Not a lot of choice for schools in our area, so the God school wins. And we can't send her to one of those fancy private schools because my husband and I are both performers, so not a lot of cash. You know, we can barely afford to feed ourselves most nights, but we're really fucking good at miming it. Shops. So anyway, we enrolled her in this school, and the first day she went there, I picked her up and we're driving home, and I said, so did you have a good day? And, you know, did you hear any good stories or anything happen? She said, yeah, we heard a story about how God made a man and a woman, and he sent them down to Earth, and they made lots of babies, and that's how we all got here. Is that true? No. No, it isn't. I said, look, you know how you like Snow White and Shrek and Sleeping Beauty and stories like that? Well, the Bible stories are pretty much like that. They're fairy tales. So, a whole lot of nonsense, but let's just keep that between ourselves, okay? So don't go telling the teacher that. Don't yell that out in Bible studies, okay? We'll keep that a secret. Now, when I told my husband that I asked our daughter to keep a secret, he reminded me of one thing. She's 7. I think there's probably more chance of me beating Miranda Kerr in a best body contest than there is of my daughter keeping her mouth shut. So, I'm expecting a call any day. But I love my daughter when she's not smacking me in the face. She's got a little bit of a strange imagination. She's got this imaginary friend who's a little bit different to most kids' imaginary friends. I walked past her bedroom one day and I saw her in there just chatting away to herself. I said, who are you talking to? And she said, Mum, when you were born, there was a baby lying next to you, but you couldn't see it. And when it was 3, it crawled away and got killed when a man put a big needle in its heart. And now it's come back and it's my ghost baby sister, Chloe. Right. It's a bit creepy and disturbing. Okay, hello, Chloe. Welcome back to the family. Come and have some imaginary chops. As I said, I am married. My husband and I have been together for 11 years. We just celebrated our 8-year wedding anniversary, so I'm pretty sure he's the one. There are a couple that I met before him that I thought might have been the one, but turned out they were just the one wasting a shitload of my time, or the one pretending to be the one when they're actually a lying alcoholic fuckstick. But when I did meet the one, I didn't actually recognise him as the one at first, and that's because he turned out to be a South Yarra, Melbourne Grammar, head of the choir, actor, singer type fellow who was playing the cello at 5 years old and whose family regularly dined out at the Melbourne Club. Now, for an Altona North head of the Acid Wash Appreciation Society who was playing Name That Meat at the dinner table when she was 5 years old and whose family regularly dined out at the footy club sausage sizzle, it's really no fucking wonder the whole we're made for each other thing passed me by. So as some people keep reminding me, I'm married well above my station. It's always good catching up with Mum. I'll finish up by sharing something with you. Last year I celebrated a very significant birthday, the F word, 40. Not fucking 50, alright? And there's a few ways that, you know, I can tell that I'm old now. It's things like, I was watching a documentary the other week on Lady Gaga. And she's wearing her black leather neck brace contraption and her 3-foot high heels and her meat dress. And 10 years ago I might have watched that and gone, wow, that is so cutting edge, that's so out there, that's so cool. And now I just watch her and go, how would you wash that? Do you hand wash it? Do you soak it? Or do you just chuck it in the machine? Sad. So that's it from me. You've been fantastic. Thank you very much. Bye.